I want to introduce our next speaker because she's quite special to me. Lola Shoneyin is an award-winning author of The Secret Lives of Baba Segi's Wives. Hands up if you've read that incredible book. Yeah, so you have fans in the room, Lola. She has written 3 volumes of poetry and has written a number of children's books as well. So because Lola showed us how to do hospitality well in Nigeria, we are going to have to give her a hot and warm and cold and everything welcome as she comes on stage. So please, DJ, where's my jam? We have to do this right. So as the song plays, please join me in welcoming Miss Lola Shoneyin, all the way from Lagos, Nigeria.
Them they run, them no fit catch up. I know they form say I too righteous. No con they form say you too like us. You no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady green like broccoli. Steady on my grind, no one hear what they want telling me.
Hello! That was just me warming up for later, when I'm going to bring out all my proper Naija vibes. You will see Iyafemi on the dance floor. You know, Iyatokbe, Iyasegi, all of them. I'm bringing them all out tonight. A very, very, very good evening to you all. It's very rare that one is excited about standing in for someone else. But on this occasion, it is both an honor and a pleasure to speak here because my friend, Sheikha Bador Al-Qasimi, is unavoidably absent today. Bador, so I'm going to speak to Bador for a second. You have been such a blessing to us. We value your friendship. We do not take your kindness for granted. And in too many ways to mention, your trailblazing tenure as the president of the International Publishers Association has made us all proud. You inspire us. We miss you. We wish you were here. And we look forward to seeing you again soon. So my name is Lola Shoneyin, and I have come here all the way from Lagos. I bring love. I bring friendship. To be honest, there was no way I was going to pass up an opportunity to pay homage to my sisters, Wanjiru Koinange and Angela Washuka, for everything that they have achieved in their homeland, Kenya. Ladies, I am proud to know you, and I am delighted to be able to call you my friends and my colleagues. So I want to go down memory lane just for a second. I interacted with Angela on social media and through emails for years, but I didn't get to meet her properly until we met at the Pen Festival. I knew she was my person when we found our way to a shoe warehouse downtown New York. I got to meet Wanjiru a little later, last year in Sharjah to be precise. And over the last 18 months, I have had the privilege of hanging out with these 2 women in Sharjah, Bologna, very recently in Lagos, and now we're here in Nairobi together. Thank you. And in my interactions with them, one thing that has always struck me is the ease of their partnership, the way that they support each other. I love the way that they tag team in conversations. I admire their commitment to the life-changing work that they do. I just knew very quickly that they were kindred spirits. So naturally, being the mischievous person that I am, I would like to tell you more about the stuff that we got up to in Sharjah, Bologna, and Lagos. How, when our 4x4 got stuck in the middle of the desert, we played Niger music and sang out loud until we were rescued. And how we found Nigerian and Kenyan banknotes hanging on a washing line in a famous jazz bar in Italy, which gave us all that sweet pang of home love. There's so much more that I would like to say, but you know how it is. What happens in Bologna stays in Bologna. But I have to say, I am just in awe of their sense of adventure and their infectious sense of fun. So I describe myself as a writer, a publisher, a cultural activist, a bookseller, and the director of Ake Festival. But in my view, thank you. But in my view, the most important work that I have done since starting the Book Buzz Foundation in 2012 involves documenting and archiving African thought and ideas, introducing events that are aimed at jogging our collective memories, and in doing so, challenging the narratives that have defined us for way, way too long. I was therefore very moved by the digital archiving that BookBunk is doing. Some of us were watching that video. We were very focused on it, you know? And if you had seen it as well, I'm sure you would have been just as moved. You see, the significance of the work that they are doing cannot be overstated. So with the ever-looming threat of neo-colonialism and economic enslavement, access to our history is more important than ever before on the African continent. My friends are literally making history. And because of the two of you, many will be better informed and better equipped to face the condescension and underestimation that Africans encounter as they move around the world. Because of your incredible work, present generations and generations to come will have a clearer sense of who they are, what their ancestors stood for, and where it is that they are coming from. And because of your work, many young people will truly see themselves. They will find solace in books. They will find freedom at the events that you organize and curate. Some will discover their talent and become artists themselves. I can tell you now from experience that the arts are a hugely effective vehicle for centering and cementing our sense of self, and of course, uncovering potential. I have seen it happen through the various art forms that are showcased in the spaces that you are refurbishing and restoring, through the celebration of poetry, of art, films, podcasts, and all those modern tools that I know nothing about. Minds and lives are being shaped. This is how you change lives. I could go on and on about how special Wanjiru and Shiro are. And to be honest, I quite relish this opportunity. Like we say in Nigeria, it is giving me life. You know why? Because we must never allow ourselves to become uncomfortable with acknowledging and honoring the paths of today's heroes. In my 26-year journey of working in the culture sector, I am constantly in search of like-minded individuals on the African continent. I get inspired and motivated when I find people who genuinely care about the development of African ideas. The truth is that anyone can bubble with ideas, but the people that I doff my hat to are those who battle the impossible and bring those ideas to fruition. Those who explore every avenue at their disposal to make a difference in their communities and, of course, in the broader African narrative. I know what it means to fundraise and execute these ideas, having built an institution like Ake Festival, which attracts tourists from across the continent and beyond, and has become an invaluable convergence for African creatives. Anyone would expect the state to jump on board and be invested in its sustainability. Sadly, this has not been the story. And sometimes it feels like Nigerian officials in the art sector are more interested in Bobrisky's impact on youth culture, which makes me very jealous. But I'm sure you will agree with me that Africa needs leaders who are wide awake to the importance of culture and the way that it humanizes us. Seeing you all here today warms my heart. The work Book Bunk is doing is not a sprint. It's not even a marathon. It is more of a relay. For them to really win, we must all be prepared to take the baton and run with it when the occasion demands. This race will only be truly won if you, the people, all here today, the relevant government officials, parents, teachers, and the world of beneficiaries do their part. Tonight presents a wonderful opportunity to pledge your support to Book Bunk in every way that you can. With funds, which always comes in handy, word of mouth, by showing up as you have done today, and of course, by standing by them. As we celebrate the achievements of Angela Washuka and Shiro Koinange, I would like to invoke a charge that I read often on social media. I'm nearly 50, but I'm still cool. I want to ask you all, I want to tell you all, listen, protect these women at all costs. The work that they are doing must be protected. Their goals must be supported so that their dreams are fully realized, because those dreams are critical to the creative development of our communities. Can you raise your glasses, please? And join me in toasting these two phenomenal women, Washuka and Wanjiru, and Angela. Wait, I'm not done yet. Hold on. The problem I have, when I came this morning, I had to call them and say, listen, how do I call you? Because I've gone through different phases of this naming thing with these women. From Angela to Washuka to Wanjeri to Shiro, you know? So I want to get it right. We salute the members of your team, your partners, friends and associates. May you be home on the day that favor comes knocking. May the work of your hands continue to bring light to dark places, and may goodwill and peace be your constant companions. Thank you very much.